Hello, this is Cheese Factory with my first tutorial to put up. This will be a tutorial of my primary Turnverse Protoss build. I call it the Monster. It's also known as the Polt Push because it was originated off one of Polt Prime's build, which was a 2-base Raven, Banshee, Marine all-in. And I changed it so that it is 1 base, and it's around 10 minutes. The goal is to have 4 cloaked Banshees, 25 unupgraded Marines, and 1 Raven with enough energy for point defense drone. The goal is to have the Banshees cloak, the Raven PDDs, and the Marines focus fire the Observer, because you have the Raven to detect. So the result is that he can't shoot your Banshees, and if he can, because he has a cannon or something, you have the point defense drone to deflect that. And I've never lost with this build, which is why I call it the Monster. So, as you can see, it's a very hard computer. It's not actually very hard. It's actually very easy. But it's just to show something so that I can do the build. And here we go. Okay, so from here on, I'm just going to be explaining all the parts of the build order, etc., things like that, important things to know as I go. That was actually a pretty nice split by me, if I might say so myself. I usually do okay. Not always great, but that was especially good. I am rallying to the ramp so that I can wall in, because some people only wall in TVZ, but I wall in Turnverse Protoss because you have to defend a 4-gate. Because if there's Zealots in the battle, then you're going to die. So, 10 Supply Depot, and then he's probably going to build my barracks. And then normally I'd have the next SCV Scout, which I'll actually probably do, just for the sake of showing it. Yeah, so the 11th SCV Scouts, 10th SCV builds a depot. And then he is going to come back here. And then he is going to come over here and build barracks. So for 12 barracks. I wouldn't normally scout against a computer, but just for the sake of showing the build. And then, come on, keep building SCVs. There we go. So now I'm at 13 supply, and at 13, you want to get your first Vesping Geyser. So just easy, simple. Keep building SCVs, of course. Micro your scout. Oh my gosh, it's really hard micro. This is so hard on shift clicking. Oops. That was not on purpose. Oh, you guys probably can't see anyway. Keep building SCVs. You want to transfer as soon as your geyser finishes. So it's going to be Marine as soon as this finishes, Orbital as soon as this finishes. And then after this you want Depot, although it's probably going to get in, yeah. See? Oh, but no, I scared it off. Wait, did I wall in? Oh, no, he can't. Oh, well. And then, so it was a 16 supply depot. And then more Marines. And he can't get out, so he's going to die. And then keeping up production and factory at 18, which should be when you hit 100 gas. And then as soon as it's done, you want to start your second geyser, because this is ridiculously gas heavy. So, 3rd Marine, more SCVs, etc., things like that. Standard stuff, so for now. Oops, that was too many. No, don't throw my gas. So once you have 3 Marines, you want to get a reactor, and you want to get a bunker. That is an extremely important part of this build. Because if you do not get that bunker, you will die if he 4-gates you. And there is no question about it. With the new patch, it's going to be easier to defend, so you definitely won't need to. Oh my gosh, it's got something. So, you don't have to worry too much. But after your factory finishes, anyway, going back to the build, you want to get 2 starports as soon as you can, because you're going to fort basically 2-4 Banshee with some other stuff added in and some details on it. And I haven't been producing SCVs. Oh no, I have. I thought that still said 22, which is what it said like a minute ago. So I thought I hadn't been making a single worker. So Tech Lab, you can use the factory to make Tech Labs for your starports if you want, but there's really no reason to. I mean, it's not extremely important. The bunker placement is intentional because if he attacks with Colossus or something, I don't want him to be shooting Marines that are here. I want him to be shooting a bunker, which is very important. So you want to start off with a Raven. Raven first to get enough energy. Whoops. And then keeping up Marine production, keeping up worker production. And you see he's just coming in with a small force that's going to die. Easy. That was pretty stupid of him, but yeah, see, no worries. That wasn't even much of a push. That's just an example of how bad a computer is. So you want to get a Raven, and then you want to get your first 2 Banshees, like I'm doing right now, while constantly doing Marine SCV depot production. Constant depots, come on, play well for once. And then you want to get Cloak. After you have 2 Banshees started, then you're going for Cloak. And if you get it right at this point, right as soon as you have 200 gas here, it will finish in time for your 10-minute push. Because it's almost 2 minutes of build time, and it's just over 2 minutes still. And then after that happens, what am I saying? After Cloak, you want to get 2 more Banshees, and then it should be about time to push. And right around here, your money's going to pile up,